What is going on, guys? It is what the Jaden. What's going on? Okay, so I want to express my thoughts and concerns when it comes to the new stuff pack called My First Pet Stuff that's coming out for The Sims 4 really freaking soon, like less than a week or something like that, which is kind of crazy because it was out of nowhere and everything, but I feel like it just doesn't really make sense, and here is why I feel like it doesn't really freaking make any sense. So back in like November or whenever it was, Cats and Dogs was released, which is really awesome. Super excited for that. I mean, between, you know, having pets and having seasons, you know, Cats and Dogs, I remember when it was announced in August, I was really excited because, you know, it's puppies into kitties, which is really awesome. I feel like a lot of people felt it, but in a couple of ways, I feel like it was really underwhelming. You know, usually when we get a pets expansion, it's a pets expansion and not just a Cats and Dogs, which, I mean,
we want little baby, you know what I'm talking about.
You know, in The Sims 3, I'm pretty sure in The Sims 2, you know, you had lizards, you had birds, you had turtles, you had all the little smaller pets that a lot of people like to have. And so when Cats and Dogs came out, they didn't have those.
Because it's freaking Cats and Dogs.
But also, I felt like when I jumped into the game, you know, it didn't really have a ton of stuff for my cats and my dogs. You know, there's a few things or whatever, but
like even like my puppy Peanut, you don't have a doghouse. What do you mean you don't have a doghouse?
There's just like tiny little things I feel like they were missing, and don't even get me started on the pet beds.
Don't even get me started on the freaking piece of cloth on the floor. Wow.
So it was underwhelming in those ways, but you know, the pets themselves, you know, the cats and the dogs, they're freaking adorable. There's so many options, you know, they had like really good customization and everything. It's incredible. You know, depending on budget, depending on time, I feel like, you know, there's a few things that they couldn't add in. So I feel like doing a stuff pack for cats and dogs would make sense. You know, obviously they can't just go handing out like free, you know, patch updates all the time. And so yeah, I can see how doing a stuff pack would make sense, but this one doesn't make sense. So in this stuff pack, I feel like the selling point is, you know, a new little pet, which is awesome. Like it can either be, you know, a little hedgehog, a rat, a hamster, or
whatever the frick the other thing is. I don't even know what that is.
You know, there's some pretty cool objects or whatever, but it just seems like a lot of the stuff we already have, like just, you know, new costumes, and there's still no freaking doghouse ads. What do you mean? This is where, you know, I'm kind of concerned. They've added in one little small pet. What about all the other pets? You know, the birdies, the lizards, you know, the tarantulas if you want to get super awesome and creative. Everything else that could have been in a game pack, I feel like. Do a stuff pack to make up for some of the stuff that they didn't add in The Sims 4 freaking Cats and Dogs.
But my puppy Peanut, he can't still have a doghouse. There's no doghouse.
They did Cats and Dogs. It's only Cats and Dogs. I guess it doesn't make sense to put, you know, the other pets in the Cats and Dogs expansion. It was focused on the freaking Cats and Dogs.
Say Cats and Dogs one more freaking time.
But then do a game pack that has all of the other smaller pets. And it makes me worried that they aren't gonna add them in. If you're adding in one of the small little pets into this stuff pack, but then to do a game pack with all of the other little pets doesn't make sense because you've already thrown one of them into a stuff pack, and I feel like that would have been better combined into a game pack. You get what I mean? Like, does this make sense? I don't know if I'm making sense, but I feel like they could have gone about it a different way. You know, I feel like a lot of their stuff packs, they have pretty good ideas, but I feel like they're kind of underwhelming. Like, for example, you know, when we got the toddler patch update, which was absolutely incredible, that was so awesome to have toddlers in the game. Oh my god, they were missing for so long. And then they do a stuff pack for toddlers, but, you know, there's stuff like freaking barbecues and just things that...
My toddler is not gonna use a freaking barbecue, okay? Like, he's not allowed, not till he's at least 5.
You know what I mean? Like, I feel like there's a lot of things in these stuff packs that just don't make sense, and I get how they're trying to, you know, cater toward, you know, your other Sims, not just, like, toddlers, but if I'm buying, you know, a stuff pack for toddlers, I want, you know, strollers, or like, you know, just other little things that my toddlers can be doing, because I feel like, honestly, at this point...
all my Sims do is just keep shoving them in the freaking high chair. That's all they do. All day, every day, my toddlers are just shoved into the high chair because for some reason my Sims are broken and that's the best place for them. I don't freaking know.
I don't know. I'm just kind of disappointed in a few ways when it comes to this kind of stuff, because again, like, this stuff pack for you know, my first pet, I get that a lot of people's first pets might be something small, such as a hamster, but it just... maybe my first pet could have been a game pack, and it could be, you know, all of the smaller pets, or just maybe even call them small pets, or I don't even freaking know, man. Because I feel like at this point, if they come out with another pack for, you know, all the other smaller pets, like, I think people would just be even more upset, because they could have been in a pets expansion, but, you know, it was just cats and dogs, and now this stuff pack just has one little small animal, and
so what are they gonna do with all the rest? I don't freaking know! Makes me sad.
Yeah, just let me know what you think about this. You know, I can only imagine how hard, you know, the Sims team works on these things. Something is just interfering with the flow of things, and I don't know. I don't freaking know, man. I'm gonna be quiet now. Thank you guys so much for watching. Alright, I'll talk to you guys later. Check out my house build videos if you haven't already. I have a Sims 4 series if you want to check that out as well, and I will come back to you with another gaming video really freaking soon. Alright, take care. Peace. Searching on, it's never
after car.